We are live.
Hockey Nations, welcome back to the Hockey Nation live show, second edition of the day. Now it's about the NHL. This is Coach Francis directly from the booth. And to find our co-host, we have to go all the way to the West Coast to find Michael DiVillano.
Ready for some NHL action, Pierre? You're on mute. You're on mute. Are you on a soundboard? Is that what the problem is? What's going on? You have no sound. So basically, yesterday we saw some interesting stories. So we'll give Pierre a second to figure out his sound. But I think the big story for me was the signing of Pierre-Luc Dubois by Columbus. I'm interested to see what Pierre's take on this is, the other Pierre.
I'm back.
There we go. So yeah, I think the big story yesterday was the Dubois signing was one of them. So he signs a 2-year contract with Columbus, $5 million a year. I'm curious to see what your take is on the amount.
I think, overall, it was pretty good. A deal for both of them. I think is what maybe the best player for them behind Zeb Jones, no?
Absolutely.
So $5 million is good for him. Maybe call this like maybe a bridge contract.
For sure.
Secondly, we have a situation with COVID, not easy. Many players in NHL did not get a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I think he's the one we get more money. But he's well deserved. He scored only 18 goals last season. That's maybe not
true.
That's not like we expected a bit more score from him. But he played also another big role. Like he's so strong, he's so good with his stick. Offensively he's good. But I was just surprised to see him only with 18 goals last season. But overall, he's going to be that kind of player who's going to carry on that first line all the way. Third round overall pick by Columbus. I think it was in 15 or 16.
Fourth, yeah. Third, yeah. I think it's shocking to me that he's only 22.
Well, he started right away, right? And he created an impact right away with Columbus. You know what I mean?
He's such a good player. Like you think he's a 24 or 25-year-old player because he plays a great 200-foot game. And he is offensively, like he can score in bursts, but you can trust him every game. So I kind of thought it was a little bit low, but I guess at 2 years, he's 22. So he'll come out of this. He's still a restricted free agent.
Yeah, exactly. So like this situation is not easy for COVID, honestly. But I think he did a good $10 million 2 years for him is pretty good. That's maybe great. I don't know. It's like now the big question after Pierre-Luc Dubois signed a contract, after Vince Dunn signed yesterday, the day prior, 1.8 and Dubois $5 million.
Barzal, what's he gonna get?
He never get $8 million. Cannot with the situation with COVID, I pay him around $6 million.
You might be right.
Now they're going to diminish the year contract years, maybe 1 or 2 years max, but they will look around to tell his agent, look, Dubois is maybe the best player for the Columbus, just get $5 million, he's 22 years old. What age is Barzal?
23.
So
I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see what he gets, because if they give him a 2-year contract, is he's still restricted after that?
Yes.
So they could give Barzal 2 years, $12 million.
That's my suggestion. Not my suggestion. That's what I believe they're going to get. Maybe 6.5.
So Andrew Ladd is not injured, right? So you still have this plugging up the middle. I'm kind of surprised they didn't buy Andrew Ladd out.
Now, be careful you don't have those three players they just signed yesterday. Matt Martin with Corey Schneider and Andy Green. They are
Andy Green.
They are no disclosure contract yet on that, but expect everybody at $1 million example right now. So it's $3 million you have to add on the salary cap.
So I'm not I'm not understanding the math. Like, so they're going to add 3 million. You're at 80. So where's the
where's Johnny Bullshock there?
Well, Boychuk's already off.
He's already off of this.
Yeah.
But where he's on the long-term injury.
Yeah. So he's already showing at 6.
Upper limit 81. They are right now. They are only 77.
So right now we're seeing 47 plus 16. That's 63, 64, and then another. So 64, 71.
Yeah.
So they must be including Boychuk's contract in this number. So they're probably fine. So it still doesn't leave enough though, does it? So that would be 71, 6 million. That's 76. So I think Boychuk's money, you're probably right, goes to Barzal.
Yeah.
And then they have $3 million for the other players.
Yeah.
So it works out.
And then you have to take off the $2 million, the NHL goalie there. Well, no, so they would put like Schneider on the taxi squad. They would put Andy Green on the taxi squad and maybe Martin on the taxi squad too.
But theoretically, if each of those guys get $1 million, they're fine. Because what we're saying is this is 71 without this 6. So then if that goes back on for Barzal, you're still at 77. You got room for $3.5 million or something, 3-4 million.
And then they can figure out something with Andrew Land, of course.
Yeah, so they're probably fine. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Ladd. Well, he played in the playoffs. Will he play this year?
He didn't play a lot of games. He just played
like 4 games, right?
Yeah. So
all year, and then he played a couple in the playoffs.
It's crazy. He still have 3 more years to go.
I know. He played 4 games during the regular season.
Yeah.
26 the year before, so he's been really struggling. Then he played 1 playoff game.
Yep.
I don't know what he has to give. I mean, I'm very surprised they didn't just buy him out, but I guess
again, look, his buyout, he would have to pay again like $3-4 million.
Is that why?
I think so. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see the number right now in front of me, but
let's see if I'm curious. So I think you're right. I think that'll work out. I think the Dubois signing makes sense. He'll get a bigger contract after, probably in the $8-9 million range, I'm guessing, depending on how he does the next couple of years. But I expect him to be a 60-point type pace,
Definitely. So, during the time Dubois signed a contract, we heard about Vince Dunn signing a contract with the St. Louis Blues. St. Louis Blues at $1.875 million. The 24 years old. We talked about his contract yesterday. So I think it's a good one for him. Good for the St. Louis Blues. And also we have another one. I don't know. We talk about this kid, Connor Zary.
Signed his entry-level contract with Calgary.
Yeah, a 3 years contract over there. So that's another one. I think he was a 24 overall pick by the Calgary first round pick in 2020.
Yeah, I really like him. So he's played well, I think, for Canada. I think Pelche's played well, so you got 2 really good Calgary draft picks there.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Yep, you're absolutely right. A couple of news around the league. Is it me?
It's not me.
I don't know what happened. You're going to hear a lot of things like that at the beginning of the camp, like Jack Eichel is not going to start. Going to missing a couple of days at the beginning. Martian is back. He's going to be there. So that's another one there. So that's pretty good for him to hear about him for sure. Also,
he's in quarantine.
again,
the goalie is in quarantine.
Yeah, Kasperis Kapanen may not arrive in time for the start of the training camp because of the issue with his immigration paper. He is still
Oh,
in Finland.
Is that Pittsburgh?
Yeah. And then also for Pittsburgh, Zach Ashton Ree's shoulder injury will be able to return to the lineup about 1 month into the season. From this is coming from the manager Jim Rutherford.
Cool.
Otherwise, also we have news from it was coming from the NHL. I don't know if you heard about that. We talked maybe about this like Manitoba, Alberta. They gave now permission to play hockey, but also the 14 days quarantine is not going to be applied for any player in the NHL.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just test them and know, right?
Yep, exactly. So that's another one I wanted just be to mention to you about that one over there. So that's really interesting for sure because that's the dimension of the trade or something like that, or a player cannot be this. Does it make sense? Like player have to move from Canada to USA for any reason, or now you don't have to get the 7, 8, 14 days, right?
Yeah, that's smart. I mean, it's not hard to test and know if someone's a problem or not.
Yeah. So that's
before they come, they can test when they get there.
Exactly. They have a couple of waiver players yesterday also. Alain from Montreal, from Laval got waiver, get released, honestly. So that's another thing right there. I think a couple of players going to get that over there. Christian Frolin, is it Frolin? Yeah, from Montreal Canadian, one to sign contract on with the Sweden Hockey League, going to play there next year. The big news coming from the Philadelphia Flyers. The Flyers GM, Jack Fletcher, said that Samuel Morin will move from playing defense to left wing going forward.
Why?
Because he can escape backwards.
What?
Yeah.
Is this a joke?
No, it's true. My joke is a real true where Flowers decided to put him as the forward. It is what it is.
So they just think he can't make the team as a D?
Yeah.
He's 25 now, Pierre.
I know. They should try to find the best way for him to get there, everything like that. But that's the reason why happening right there. So we'll be interested. Vancouver Canucks mentioned the forward Michael Ferland won't be with the team for the start of the training camp. The friendly agent Jason Davidson, Mike is at home trying to work things. His health is the most important thing. We know his problem, concussion, everything like that. So we'll see the best for him to be placed. Possible to put him on the LTIR if it's something could happen in the future. So what would be really interesting about that to get there. You know what I mean? Now, if what I heard is possible, the St. Louis Blues, if they sign the free agent Mike Hoffman, they could waive 2 players like Jacob De Rose and also Mackenzie McKern, and only place Alex Steen on the LTIR.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What's Steen's contract as? At 4 or 5 mil?
Steen I think he was 5.5.
Yeah. So then that money will just go to Hoffman.
Yeah. And again, Tarasenko is still there.
Let's see.
Now the good news from Boston Bruins, David Pastrnak. David Pastrnak will likely miss at least the opening couple of the games. So we expect him about 2 weeks. I think he's going to return for me at the beginning of February. And the forward Brad Marchand has been skating for the past few days. He will be able the main group when the camp open up.
That'll be good for them. I mean, he's their best offensive player. So how bad is this Falk contract looking right now? Yikes. So they'll have 5.7 million, but that still doesn't bring them on. That just barely brings them under, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, St. Louis Blue has a trouble before the injuries. I mean, since the beginning. So we'll see.
Tarasenko, though, will bring them well under. So there's 13 million that comes off.
We still to see what's happening with Vegas. They have to figure out. Montreal is over right now, and they have a couple of teams over. But before they start everything, you're going to find a way to do that, and that's what happened around the league NHL. I don't see anything else going on. Just check the signature every time that update everything. I think it's quiet. It's a new year. Everybody and around the league, like everybody else, they just take it easy. I don't know if you see something else.
No, it seems pretty quiet right now. I mean, I think we're just being training camps open up is good. Eichel's hurt, so that's interesting. Hopefully it's short term.
Yeah, I think so too. I think overall, I think we'll start tomorrow for sure.
Excited about tomorrow. Sad. No
think so too.
Today, though, so. All right, Pierre.
I'd like to see a couple of things like the Ontario Ring. I've seen the Goaltender GF Berube to a 1-year contract, standard AHL contract. Like we said yesterday, the AHL is coming back on February 5th. There was the last news we heard. I don't know. We talk about St. Louis Blues, the forward Clem Costin. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, I like him.
He will not be returning to North America to attend training camp. He will remain with the Avant-Garde and the KHL for the upcoming season. So
he's a big guy, and he was just coming around.
I agree with you. I think he was pretty good on that one over there. But now, situation over there be maybe the best way to do that.
Nah, it's going to set him back. I think it's a terrible. He needs to be in the NHL and start. He's got all the size and talent, but he's not. He needs to be challenged. He was coming along well in the AHL. I thought he was going to play on the team this year, but.
Just give you a management operation in hockey. The New York Hockey Holding, the John Ledekic and Scott D. Malkin have purchased the final 15% of the New York Islanders from the estate of Charles B. Wonk.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Giving them the 100 ownership of the club. So Mr. Wonk is not a part of the Islanders anymore.
Yeah. Probably a good thing. That arena project's coming along, hopefully.
Exactly. The Carolina Hurricane have placed the defenseman Roland McCann on waiver for the purchase of the loaning him to SHL, the Skeletta, maybe that's the name of the team.
So, just out of curiosity, the arena in Long Island, is that ready now?
It won't be ready for the upcoming season.
It's not?
I don't think so. Talking about the loan players, the St. Louis Blues have loaned Alexei Toroshenko and Nikita Alexandrov to the Kunlun Red Star KHL and Cocoon Liga, respectively, for the remaining of the season. They won't come back, would play for the Blues for the upcoming season. I'll just give you everything I heard left and right now. So all the news left and right, you know what I mean? Maybe you know one. Oh, no, you know this already. So that's pretty much going on around the NHL. I know it's January 1st. I know it's going to be a little bit quiet, but still any breaking news we heard, anything's going on around the league, we're going to let you know. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page on the Hockey Nation Live Show. Before we leave, we have to always to give the last word to our co-host, the only, the unique one, the one living in the West Coast, and Michael DeVillano. Anything to add on the special day edition of the January 1st, 2021?
My New Year's resolution is to grow the Hockey Nation. So if everyone brings a person, it'd be wonderful.
That'd be great. And we're not looking for 600. We're only looking for one more each time.
One by one.
One by one. Thanks, Michael. We have a great day again today. It was great to come back and start the 2021 with the World Junior Championship and the NHL. And I can wait to see what's going to happening. Tomorrow is going to be a big day for the WJC. Have an amazing, great, blessing. Happy New Year, everybody. And let's go back to the ring and let's open the door to the hockey in 13 days. I can wait. It's going to happening in 13 days. And don't forget to subscribe to the NHL Network to follow all the game around the league. Thanks, Michael. Have an amazing, great day.
Thanks, Pierre.